wanna take you for a ride.
Hello, YouTube viewers and PlayStation Network members and gamers. John 11 Ha here with
Brian.
And we're here to basically tell you about an awesome place that we went to last month called YESTERcades in Red Bank, New Jersey. And this place is really good because, well, you can take your kid for the day. The only thing is it's going to cost you, well, depending on how many hours you work for the 1 hour pass, you're paying, well, if you're paying for yourself and your child, $8.75 plus tax, so pretty much $20. But if you want to do the daily re-entry pass, that's $25, pretty much close to $30. So you're basically paying $60. It's like the same as you would pay for a video game, but it's worth it. You can go there for the day with your kid. Like if they're like not into sports or something like that, it's like really worth it. When you basically do the daily re-entry pass, which is $25 per person and stuff, which is whatever, you'll be getting one of these. This is the daily re-entry pass. So make sure your kid doesn't, like when you leave, make sure, if you and your child want to go back in, make sure he doesn't go like, Dad, it's grabbing my wrist. Can I take it off? Like, make sure you say no, keep it on, because I don't want to pay like another $25 to have to pay for you to re-entry.
Well, the bracelets.
Well, this is for the daily re-entry pass.
Not necessarily. They can also change colors too. They got a different color for the daily entry pass there.
That's depending on if they don't have.
It was our first time we went to YESTERcades in Red Bank, New Jersey. We do have a second location in Somerville, New Jersey, and so we went to the first place, with the first location, which of course is Red Bank, New Jersey. And getting there is pretty decent. It only took at least about.
Now, if you live in the New York area and stuff like that, but if you live in other parts of the country, like other parts of the United States, then look it up. But the one thing I'm going to basically say is it's like really sad that they only have 2 locations in Jersey, but nowhere else, like Staten Island, New York, Manhattan, and all those other.
Well, Manhattan does have a lot of arcade places too, believe it or not. They do have Broadway City.
Yeah, but you have the quarters.
Right, these are corner operated businesses.
This place, YESTERcades, is better. It's good because you wouldn't have to like put a quarter in the machine. But while in our day, we had to like pop in 25, 50 cents, so forth, depending on how new of an arcade game it was and stuff like that. So for us it was really good because it brought back a lot of nostalgic. I mean, I was playing Punch Out. When I was a little kid, when you play Punch Out, when I was playing it, it sounded like the guy was saying Huggy Ball, and at that time it was hard for me to understand what they were saying. I thought it was Huggy Ball when they were saying Body Blow, and I was like, okay, now I know that it wasn't Huggy Ball and it was Body Blow.
Yes. Now the catch about YESTERcades is these pinball machines. The oldest they have is about 2005. And they go back at least into the late 70s. That's when most arcade games started to come out, as well as, of course, the ColecoVision, the Atari 2600, and other game systems along the way. But you're all playing the original arcade units. And also, it's not just YESTERcades is not just arcade units. They also have pinball machines. They also even include the location we had at Red Bank. Featured a knock hockey table, and it's also a billiards table too. Now the billiards table, it's not the regular billiards table where you put the balls under the table and shoot with the cue ball here. This is the coin operated billiard machine, but the machine is set to free play. So if you accidentally put the cue ball in, you gotta go to the cue ball spot. If you get a ball in, that's it. That's it. Once you make a mistake on the pinball, that's it. That's the ball in. So That's basically how billiards work. John, what did you overall think about the place?
I thought it was like really good, and stuff like that. I mean, the one
You
thing
sound like you didn't have a good time.
all I did, I thought it was like awesome. Like some of the arcades, I played Cubert.
Mm-hmm.
Cubert was like an old game I haven't played in years. I kind of wish
I didn't get a chance to play Cuberts.
It was like one of those where you sit at the which was like one of those.
Oh, the tabletop.
The tabletop ones.
I remember playing.
You guys had Space Invaders, where it was like on. Mm-hmm. You could play two players. Mm-hmm. One player's on one side, the other. That was kind of like confusing.
You also have what's called the gun shooting games, like the one with Aerosmith in it.
Don't forget Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt, another classic one. They also had Area 51. But the only reason why, we live on Staten Island, New York, and if they would have a YESTERcades in our borough, first off here, somebody has to really invest in them. They need like a big space, probably like maybe just as big as supermarkets. You have to really buy out those machines on some sort of loan and have a way for people to pay it back. Second off, you're going to need security too, because you don't know what people are going to do to the machines, the machines, anything in particular could happen.
Meaning over it's really great maintenance too,
right?
Because like New Yorkers today, they don't have no respect for nostalgic anything,
right?
And you got to also make sure that because some people in New York, because nowadays, they think if they see something that they can take without no one watching,
right?
So you're gonna have to invest in security cameras to make sure that they're not shoplifting anything, like lifting anything out of the.
That's right.
Out of the place.
Because one thing about YESTERcades is a very secure place. I mean, everybody gets along with each other here. There's no type of like hassles, but you may never know when someone does unexpectedly, which is probably wrong. I'm sure right now as we speak here. God forbid if someone were to wrong YESTERcades, and first one thing happens and another thing happens here. Continuous here. It could go out of business. It could primarily go out of business here. If tomatoes to be.
The one thing I could be.
Red Bank's a very beautiful town.
It's gorgeous. Yes. Parking is limited because there's not that many places to park.
Banks, getting to a bank.
Banks and ATMs are limited.
Food too. There's good food places. To be honest with you, but you gotta at least have plenty of cash to hold you down.
Not if they were to have like a YESTERcades here in Staten Island or any of the 5 boroughs like they used to. Mm-hmm. If they had like a YESTERcades, another thing they would have to do, because I also noticed when we went to the YESTERcades in Red Bank,
New Jersey,
the games are on display, not sealed up, where you can basically say, "Can I play this game?" Yeah, you can easily take it out of the which one and say, "Can I play this one on the whatever, like the PlayStation or the N64 or the Atari or whatever?" Like somebody.
Now, one thing unique about YESTERcades, they also have a lounge area with chairs and HD TV, HD screen, HD monitors on. Like you can play like the regular, like at least Nintendo Wii, the Xbox system games on it. I've seen also the Nintendo 64, wherever Nintendo like Wii. It's like I said, it's more than just video games. They also have pinball machines too, pinball machines, billiards. They also have soft drinks. Yes.
Yeah. Did you get to try to play Tron?
I didn't get a chance to play Tron.
You didn't play Tron?
No, I didn't play Tron.
They had that game. Yeah.
Yes.
That is a real nostalgic arcade.
Right.
Tron.
Because
it's based on the Witch-Cult, but some of the stuff kind of didn't have anything to do with the movie. But they did have like a couple Witch-Cults, but they repeated the thing over and over again. I would have thought they would have had like where you're like trying to steer that weird thing that looks like an arch.
Yes.
You're like trying to fly it or something like that, but they didn't have that. They had where you had to try to get through but they, like you had to try to get to the key to like do that thing that Tron does in the movie. And they also had this thing where you got to try to shoot to get into that evil mainframe thing or whatever.
Yeah.
They also had the light sieving cars, like where you got to make like a wall You gotta make like a really tight space so the
That'd
other
be Tron,
player can't
right?
make it. Yeah, Tron.
Yeah. Well, like I said, these are like vintage arcade systems. That
They also had Tempest. That was another good game.
I didn't get a chance to play it either. Wow, I already didn't play. I didn't play.
Well, you had one little problem with one arcade game in particular.
Yes. This was a climbing game. If I recall, if I have the, I have the, what you call it, the listing game. You could like go to YESTErcades.com. They could tell you.
The game that you had a problem with was the Ninja Turtles arcade because
yeah, they're supposed to
couldn't,
be to play.
But all the other games you can constantly keep pressing the button.
Right.
Have like 99 continues. The Ninja Turtles game was very limited.
They also have the exclusive Fix It Felix Jr. game.
That I did see, and again, I did not get the chance to play that.
Yeah, that was. It's funny they put a 1982, even though it was like really for the movie Wreck-It Ralph that came out. They also had the Simpsons arcade game too.
There's also Final Fight. That's a good one.
Now a lot of people get confused because they called Super Mario Bros. I think those were called in the arcades versus Super Mario Brothers, which is different. But I think it was because the unit itself too. But the Super Mario Bros. Arcade.
Oh, they had Donkey Kong. Yeah, like Donkey Kong.
I did play Donkey Kong
Jr.
I played that.
They also had Time Pilot, which PlayStation Network has that for like you can play it on the like in the PlayStation
Double Dragon 1.
Yeah, or you can play it on the PSP Vita also.
But you want to know something weird? They had both Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade games. They had two of them. If you didn't realize that, there's one machine which went to Nintendo Choice.
Oh, there's also another
arcade game.
There's also another arcade game that had like a well, a few of them had glitches. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 because the screen was like dimming. It was like, and then there was another one where you could pick the game selects. And one of them, the program was not working right. It was like all screen-lined, and some of the words are like backwards or misspelled.
Yeah. Also, they also had the rare Ice Cold Beer game, which is not really an arcade game. It looks like one. And see, I bet you put the little gray marble silver ball into the hole.
It's like one of those Japanese coin what's in the
Yeah,
I can.
I didn't see Paperboy. I don't know why those Paperboy. Did you see
Paperboy? Yeah.
Oh, you saw
it?
I didn't get a chance to see it either. Original Paperboy, but like I said, majority of games are like emulated. So
they had Spy Hunter. That's a classic.
Another one I didn't get a chance to play was NBA Jam because I would have known the codes for you to play the people. So anything, and I played a little bit of Final Fight, which makes no sense because I played Final Fight emulations. It's the same arcade game. So a majority of the games.
Don't forget that before we left, I was like playing that game with the machine guns.
Yeah.
Which one of the characters is a Mortal Kombat character.
Did you see the Baby Pac-Man game?
There was like Super Pac-Man, regular Pac-Man.
You didn't see Baby Pac-Man, did you?
Not that I'm sure of.
Okay, maybe it was a mistake that they put it in there, but we also played Marvel vs. Capcom 2. We saw Bubble Bobble. We saw Neo Geo Machine.
Oh yeah. And it's not just arcades. They had board games too.
Oh yes.
Checkers.
Oh
chess.
yes. I played.
They also had like the other quotes.
Yeah.
The only game they don't have, and thank God they didn't.
Which one?
Phone Date or whatever that gorilla game was.
That wouldn't be an arcade game. I'm sorry, John. It's not like they'll have like a classic board game. So that's a good idea. They should have like at least classic board games where people can play together or with group of people here. But overall, as far as having a YESTErcades in the borough of Staten Island, New York, I mean, you got to have at least a lot of investors to play it. Also, we don't know. I mean, sure, summertime. It's right now the summertime. They're gonna get a lot of people. You don't know what the activity is gonna be like, especially in the fall and winter as well as spring.
Yeah, the winter, depending on if you get like really bad blizzards, no one's gonna want to go to an arcade in the blizzard.
Of course not. Even though they're playing hooky, but we don't. It's not our business to tell. I mean, ever played hooky?
Well, we gotta end so until next time. This is John Hot and
Brian
saying peace out and game on.
Bye bye.